And we're praying for the jam here so we can snap off his fucking dick. Snap off his fucking dick. Yo, welcome to the stream. You just tuned in to me just jumping in my big blind and getting called when I have a boat. So let's fucking go, boys. Let's fucking play some poker. Ace King suited will be a 4-bet here. 42 bucks is the number. And we'll start with a wee C-bet here, but as 4-bet pots go, it's probably not going to can't fold to this jam. Was hoping for a little diamond there. Not going to be the one to barrel this. Hopefully get a free card. And now we'll go for the check fold, pray for ace jack. Pray for the same hand. Unfortunately not going to be bluffing this. Don't like snap check, feels like a pair, and we lose that. Not much to do there, well played by both players, I say. Side note, we have 3-bet and double barreled and we've riveted the boat. I actually think that we didn't want to hit the boat, but hopefully it dunks into us, but I will be jamming. Going to kill a lot of, I mean, I feel like he's going to be insta calling or insta folding this, so I imagine we're getting a fold through now. We've managed to triple here and river a king. Not going to be happy, I assume, and that'll do. Jack would have been no good. We've got an aces squeeze here. My favorite number to squeeze is 26. And when he just calls reasonable connected board, I think a third is fine here. Ace of clubs on the turn. Does hurt him quite a bit. You know, if he's sitting there with like, you know, 8 no club, he's fucked. That being said, I think with the top set, I think we go for the check here. I can definitely see arguments for betting it again. But now that I do play it in a bluff catch mode, I don't see me folding. Ace of diamonds is actually kind of annoying because one of his like main bluff combos here is going to be sort of like ace 8, ace 10 of diamonds maybe. He probably doesn't have ace 8 of diamonds when he calls a squeeze. But we are going to call. Club will be a tougher one to call on, but mainly calling. That is one we'll definitely call on. Let's pray for no flush and play these always bluffs. All the 9-8s are going to keep going. All the sets are going to go for value, so it's a pretty clear call. All the 2 pairs might go thin. Not that thin really. But it is 100% cool. Good luck us. And there's the set that we were looking for. Turns out the ace was a good one, but that's poker, everyone. 4-3 suited here, what's going on? We open, we defend, and we can't fold versus small. Yeah, so Thai people don't really care or ask if you're vaccinated. It's not even become a thing. No one really cares. You know, they're just like, well, Thai people can get it. I'm going to bluff here for a large size because I think he's got some ace check backs that he's going to call, and I've got all my queen jack bluffs and shit. Like, because in Thailand they call, it's kind of cool, it's good and bad in Thailand. They're not necessarily what you call racist, but they kind of put all the foreigners in one category, whether you're black, white, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, white. I said that twice. You're all just Farang, that just means foreigner. So they just see Thai people and foreigners. They don't see like white, black, or anything. They don't see color the same way we do, or we shouldn't, but we do. So they only really cared that they were able to get the vaccines first, or just had the option to get the vaccine. There wasn't going to be happy. So they cared about the people coming into the country being vaccinated, and they cared about. So that's why they kind of shut down the country a little bit, and they cared that they got the option to have it. If that makes any sense. As for any pressures for getting it or not getting it, it just isn't there. The only pressure on me to get it is the fact that I might want to leave Thailand, and getting back in becomes harder. It's the only pressure I've got on me. I'm just going to peel this off here once he checks all the way down, I think. Right price. Nice hand, should have bet turn. Over here we 3-bet C-bet, and we get to nicely check call here. I don't think we dump the river. It's one of those like really nice flops that just turns out badly. Yeah, so there's no pressure, like they're not even talking about boosters yet. They're mainly just, the government's more like, how do we get tourists back? And they were trying to reduce quarantine as fast as possible. Because when you could have come back here for a while, but they were just like, all right, 2-week quarantine, and people were like, fuck that. Then they changed it to like, they changed it to 1 week quarantine if you got the vaccine. Now they're like, basically it's 1 day quarantine if you have the vaccine. It's not even a day really. It's just basically you have to have the vaccine. And if you come, I think I have to follow this, unfortunately. Not happy about it. It's like 1 day quarantine, but it's not really quarantine. It's like you just have to basically have 2 vaxes, and you need a test when you get it. So you have to have a test before you get in the flight. I think that's an international rule, and you have to be basically wait in a hotel until your test comes back to say that you don't have COVID, and then you're good to go. Whereas before that, they had this weird 2 week scheme, but that's all gone now. So as for adding boosters to that, I don't know when they're going to do that. I don't really follow it enough because I live in the country rather than out the country. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. But yeah, we're all good, man. Like when the cases start popping up, they just stop testing people, so they don't really get fucking cases. So 3-bet, C-bet here. Gonna barreling the turn to check the river. That's what this is a big mistake I see people making a lot is kind of getting here with like a weak top pair, and I guess relative to the fact that it's a 3-bet hand, this is a weak top pair, but giving them a free card, reducing how many times you can now bluff the turn, because I'm going to bluff here with like ace 4, ace deuce, 6, 7 if I've got it. You know, so giving them the free card and giving them the free equity, and then them betting basically the same amount on the river with a better hand anyway, plus they get free equity, is a recipe for disaster. Pocket 9s, pocket aces, but pocket 9s in the splash pot. It's going to be an all-in, isn't it? It's all in. It's all in. And over here, we are going to 4-bet. 42 is the number. 9s, we took it down pre. Cheers, buddy. Splash pot champion. Aces, I'll happily call a jam here, sir. I'm not loving queens and jacks here, but I'm not exactly going anywhere with aces. Yeah, and that'll do. Nice. That's a pretty interesting one to get snap folded on. Guess it was like 9s, I guess. The GingePoker video series is now live. Head over to GingePoker.com if you want to start your path to financial freedom. Hope to see you there. It's not a good flop for 10s, but it is a good flop for my range. So I will bet. Not going to bluff the turn. That's a little pingo. Potential queen jack, but not scared. And when he doesn't bet big, I'm going to go for a small size, I guess, because now I'm targeting king x as opposed to ace x. I think his aces just lead. I mean, I'm not loving his check raise here. There's a couple of straights he can have, but unfortunately, he can check raise 2-pair. I do expect to lose this a lot, but I'm not following. Oh, the odd 2-pair. Nice. We found it. We're running good, boys. Because it's an email chain, not just where are you, my Richard Shields account? Because that's my name. Ace king here, pretty clear call. We've got a splash pot coming too. Wow. Splash pot, we just get heads up after a limp. That's madness. Just get a bit big. 10-8 was already there, so just keep it big, I guess. So this guy check raised and then bit very small, and we called again very easily with the king of spades. Jack 7, we took it down. I don't think we can fold to that small sizing because he could have just had like 6, 7 and all sorts of shit. So I am going to call though, I think. What's that small size? In the old queen jack. And table 3, we called a 3-bet, called the C-bet, check, check turn. We decided to check the river. It's a bit strange that he checks that turn, I think. I don't think I've got a check raise bluff in me. I don't think I have a call in me either. Alright. Alright. 6s, we check raising. With 3 bets, I'm in a tough spot. I will continue with call. The jack, I don't mind, and I will overbet. Overbet in your face, buddy. That's what I fucking thought, mate. Aces, we open, and we go with check. I'm going to check call with the ace of spades. Not loving the 10. I think versus 12, we have a clear call. And on the river, I don't think I want to donk. And we just win versus 8, I guess. Cool. Nailed his hand, boys. Nailed his hand. Got him again. Just can't beat me if I know everyone's fucking hand. It's going to be a 3-bet. Get in versus a shorter stack. And I'm not happy, but I'm going to be putting my chips in. Pray for 9s. 5s. They add up to 10. I've got 2 of them. 3 times. No problem, sir. There's a 10 and a 5, so that's... would have gone in anyway, I guess. And there's your straight outs. Oh, he's pinged the third one. Jeez. He's found the case 5. There was a 5 going already and he's found it. Well, I'll take, I guess 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf would say. Aces again, boys. So make some bloody money with them this time. Ooh, Mr. Federer. Alright, I'll see the flop here, buddy. Checks, I can check too. Guess we go for a small bet now. Now what do we do? He doesn't have queens or jacks. He might have jacks to go for the check raise. I think he's got a lot of ace kings. They're weighing a jam here basically. You're not gonna put me on queens or jacks. But what does he fucking hero? What the fuck does he hero? Like, I think I have the best hand 90% of the time, but if he only calls with a better hand, I can't jam. So the hands he can call me with, I guess, are kings, but you'd imagine kings just c-bets, right? He could have jacks occasionally. I just don't see me checking my aces though. Could have ace king of hearts to go for the check raise, I guess. I think I'm all in a forward pot. I guess he just has ace king, but what are you gonna do? 10's a 3-bet, ace queen with 3-bet. We're gonna start wrapping this session up. Last hands everywhere. Ace jack, we're gonna go for a c-bet. 10's, we're gonna go for a c-bet. Ace jack, we take it down. Ace queen, we'll go for a c-bet if he lets us. 10's, we're debating between c-bet again and check. I think that's something going we check. And that's bingo bango. And table 3, we c-bet. And I'm debating a barrel on there. And 10's, I guess he's gonna raise a flush anyway, so we go big. This guy donks the turn here. I don't think we can call. Nice donk. And we're praying for the jam here so we can snap off his fucking dick. Let's find the call with queens. With the K jack. I mean, that's a snap call. What are you thinking about? Thank you for the stream, boys. See you in the next one. All the best. Check out the courses and the website and all that good shit.